Hello everyone, and welcome back to this Lord of the Rings Minecraft mod playthrough. I am LeftClick, and we are standing atop of the Lonely Mountain right now. It is a long way down with bare peaks. This is Porty, son of Frerin. I'm with the Iron Hills dwarves, and we have decided where we're going to go. So thanks to my commenters, we have decided that from our post in Erebor, we are going to... Oh, excuse me. We are going to head east to Dorwinion to visit the land of men and elves. And from there, we are probably going to go... I want to go to Rudel and maybe to Eringaran. Now, here's the thing. I am very excited about this because, I mean, Dorwinion I think is pretty neat. I don't know that much about it in the lore, but I love what this mod has done with Rune and Rudel. And the fact that they sort of gave it a Central Asian feel, kind of. But the towns are also heavily like Europe. I mean, it's somewhat European inspired, and they have these like walled city aesthetic. I'm really excited to go to Rune, or to I guess it's called Rudel now. This whole area is called Rune, and this area Rudel is populated by the runic peoples, the Easterlings, as they may be called. So I'm excited to go to there. I'm excited to go to Dorwinion as well, as Dorwinion is a mixture between elves and men in terms of population. Places like Lothlorien, Rivendell, Lindon, the Woodland Realm, they're all populated primarily by elves. They are elven realms. And then Rohan, Gondor, Eriador, these are all places inhabited by men, by humans. But Dorwinion is a sort of mix. There's no real dominion between one and the other. It's sort of a cohabitation, which is something you don't really see in the Tolkien Legendarium. Each sort of um, race has their homeland and is very homogenous, where there's not really a lot of places with cohabitation between races. Uh, Other than Dorwinion, a good example of this is Bree, with the men and hobbits living in very close quarters to each other. Although it is technically owned by the men folk of that region, it's very open to hobbits. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Dorwinion Crossroads in about 10 minutes. And while we're waiting to do that, I am going to go around Erebor a little bit and see if I can find a Iron Hills or a Durin's Folk or Dwarven crafting table. So we have to find a mine or a Dwarven tower or something that spawns a table. And I do see a mine way down there at the bottom of this peak, so I'm going to grab that Dwarven crafting table, and then we are going to head east to Dorwinion. From that saddle, we managed to find, or rather loot off an orc last episode. I think we can tame a horse, and that will make the journey from the Great... I think it's the Great Dalish Crossroads, or, no, what was that point called? That'll make the journey from the Dorwinion Crossroads to the actual realm a lot smoother, and it will go by more quickly. So, let's go in here, and let's go into this mine and see if we can find ourselves a dwarven crafting table. I'm just taking another scan around in case there's a tower nearby. There's not. I think there's another mine down there. Maybe dwarven towers don't spawn in Erebor. Maybe it's only the mines. That'd be interesting. Man, this is going to take a long time. These mines are built quite deep. And you know what? If we get lost, we'll just fast travel out. We can spend a good 10 minutes in this mine, I think. Hello there, Master Dwarf. You are Barin, son of Falling. Interesting. Alright, okay. Only right turns, and this time we're not going to get distracted by ravines or caves. We are going to be completely reliant on this strategy, and therefore need to be adherent to it to the letter. Okay, excuse me. Thank you. Go this way. There's some iron. I just broke protocol, but it's only for a little bit. I know which way I'm going. Don't worry about it. Man, I'm excited to go to Dorwinion. I really like Rune. Although, the problem is that Rudel technically... Let's actually look this up. So, As you'll see, the factions, you will not see Rudel or Dorwinion in this tab. They are not part of the Westlands. They are part of the Eastlands of Rune. So, Dorwinion, I don't have any alignment with, neither with Rudel. Maybe I could be friends with them both? I want to see if Rudel is mortal enemies with anyone I have positive alignment with. Because if they are, that will lower my alignment with those enemies if I have positive alignment with them. Let's see. They're friends with Mordor. They're mortal enemies with Rohan and Gondor. That's not good. And Dale. Oh no. One of them is good and bad, Isaac on Mordor. So I'm definitely going to have to be allied with Dorwinion. Oh, I really want to be allied with Rudel, but I can't. I can't justify it to myself. That sucks. Hold on. Oh, wrong button. That's unfortunate. Maybe if we do another playthrough as an evil person, but I don't know. Or maybe at the very end of this, I'll just betray all my allies and become full evil. I don't think it's likely, but it is unfortunate. Oh, man, not many useful blocks. Not any crafting tables. That's a little bit sad. I would love to get a dwarven crafting table to make myself some dwarven armor. That'd be pretty nice. Alright, let's get this iron. Let's get a little bit more coal. More coal has never hurt anyone, right? Right, exactly. All it wastes is time. And we are killing it right now. Killing time, that is. Alright, so let's go here. Leave this. Go to the right. Go down this pathway. Let's see what it holds for us. Man, exploring. I wonder if dwarven crafting tables even spawn in dwarven mines. I know for a fact that they spawn in towers and in dwarven smithies. But I don't know if they spawn in mines. Maybe I just haven't explored enough. And I wonder if there's other things you can craft with a dwarven crafting table. Because I think in this version of the mod, there are two types of dwarven crafting tables. There's the regular dwarven crafting table of Durin's folk, and then there is the Blue Mountains dwarven crafting table, which uses blue dwarven steel. Which is a very interesting choice for this mod. You would think that the dwarves would use the same steel as each other. But, I mean, the warriors of Eredluin, the Blue Mountains range is a very old mountain range. And so, having the warriors of Eredluin, of the Blue Mountains, have their own sort of culture and equipment and stuff, I guess if it's not totally logical, it's at least somewhat probable with their development to be somewhat culturally distinct from the Iron Hills. Although I think... Okay, never mind. I was getting off topic. I didn't want to go into dwarf clans. Because I know a lot more about the menfolk of Middle-earth than I do about the dwarves. Because dwarves, kind of secretive. Even their language is a secret. Ain't that something? But I mean, Tolkien, of course, taught us... Ooh! Hold on. This dwarf has a coin. So, dwarves with coins like this are usually miners. And I do not have high enough alignment, do I? Man, that sucks. I thought I would be able to trade with them. I have pretty high alignment. I'll have to do more quests when we come back here. That sucks. Oh well. Looks like these miners are losing profit. I have a bunch of gems to sell you that you could fashion into wares and sell to me later. But looks like you're being poo-poo stinky about it. Alright, what's over here? There's some glowstone. Is that glowstone? Yeah, that's glowstone. Sulfur. Oh, speaking of sulfur, I finally learned how to make freaking gunpowder. So I messed up before. I thought it was sulfur, saltpeter, and charcoal dust. It's just sulfur, saltpeter, or niter, whatever it's called. Sulfur, niter, and charcoal. You don't turn the charcoal into charcoal dust. I thought that would make sense, but apparently the only reason you would make charcoal dust is to make it as a black dye. Which is interesting, considering that, lots of places in Middle-earth are inland, and therefore cut off from the sea, and squids, which are the primary source of black dye in this version of Minecraft, having a way to get black dye other than going all the way to the sea is actually quite considerate of the mod makers. I mean, they think of freaking everything, bro. Like Mevans, A plus. I think technically, you know what? I'm not gonna risk this. I mean, this you could argue is technically part of the same mine, but I don't want to get lost again. I'm not gonna go through there until another tunnel takes me through there. I'm just gonna follow my gut. And my gut says to not do that because I'm gonna end up getting lost again because I'm a big dumb fool, small brain idiot. Oh geez. Okay, well, there goes that pickaxe. Let's make one more pickaxe for the road. Skaboinsk. Skadoosh. I do love how I think it's funny that in this mod, the elves, you can hear them say My Govanen and Dagohon. The men folk don't actually say anything. The dwarves just ah. I just think it's so funny. The dwarves are these warrior poets with a vast culture, and they're known for being noble, proud, yes, but very noble and wise even. Although their wisdom is tempered by maybe greed or ambition, but the fact that in this mod they're just ah, it's just so funny. It's like what Peter Jackson did to Gimli in the movies, where they gave him a little bit of his original flair, but they just made him just a greasy man. Just a short, greasy man. And that's not what Gimli was. At least not in my opinion. Gimli was, I think, more... I don't want to say princely, because I don't think he was a noble birth. But he was... How do I put this into words? Gimli was more refined than how he's portrayed in the movies. At least in the Peter Jackson movies. He is not a dwarf lord, but he is, you know, a dwarf, and most dwarves are well groomed. They take care of themselves. They're not just rubble rousers from the hills, you know. Honestly, if anyone were going to be feral, it'd probably be either Legolas or Aragorn, because like Legolas is a freaking hick from Mirkwood. Where although yeah, he's an elf and they have natural grace, he's a Sindar elf. And from Mirkwood, they're sort of like the rednecks of Middle Earth. At least that's how I view them. And Aragorn, I mean, he's a freaking ranger who lives in the woods and like eats dirt, I guess. Where yeah, he's a king in exile, but he's a king in exile. He doesn't, you know, get to afford fancy cutlery and whatnot. He pegs a deer and eats it over a fire with his ranger buddies while they sing songs about how they might get eaten by orcs, you know? Alright, I think this is enough iron for us. At least, hey, you know what? Can never have too much iron, unless it takes up too much room in our inventory and we find mithril, which is something I eventually want to do. Although we've already ventured a little bit into the Misty Mountains, and with those technical difficulties, I would like to go back into the Misty Mountains and dig for mithril, because I want some really cool equipment. Although that will be more of a... maybe something I do on a live stream or some other thing where I'm not just recording, you know, an hour of me digging in a mine, because that's not super riveting content. And you can find that in other Minecraft playthroughs that aren't the Lord of the Rings mod. And so I don't want to grind that way. That's why I'm also taking more of a nomadic approach with this, where we do have our home base in the Arnorian Tower, but mainly we're just vibing, traveling around, not calling any one place home for long, because honestly, there's just a lot to explore and a lot to discover. And I feel like it's worth it. Alright, let's see. Let's get this last bit of iron, explore the rest of this tunnel, and if we don't find a dwarven crafting table, then we'll just have to suck it up and wait till we get to the Iron Hills to find one. As much as that sucks. Ooh, this one guy has a quest. I think I already have too many quests. Yeah, that's true. I have too many quests. Alright, let's get this last little bit of iron. And we will... yep, it's about time to fast travel. Let's go... the Dorwinian crossroads. And hopefully we'll find a horse. Let's clear up this hand that we can use for horse feeding. And let's get rid of this cobblestone. We don't need that much. It's just taking up valuable inventory space, in my opinion. And now we wait for the chunks to load. Also, this sea, based... Hold on. Is this sea right here, the Sea of Rune? Based on... Hold on, let's see. What's the Z coordinate? The X coordinate is like 121,000. 239,000. That's a huge sea. Good lord. Alright, we're heading east, so let's go that way. These Gundabad orcs. Let's check our orders and see how many we have to kill. You died. Never mind. Gundabad orc, Gundabad warg, Gundabad orc, mithril ingot. Not giving you that. Dunlendings, Gundabad orc, or Dwarven warhammer, spawn of Gundabad, silver ingots. I can do that. Willowbent longspear, Mirkwood spider, Malor nut, Gundabad orc. Man, people just hate Gundabad in this mod. To be fair, they're a bunch of freaking scavenging orcs, and in terms of game mechanics, they're the easiest, I'd say, evil creature to kill to gain alignment, so it's probably for the best. And shit, those are Mordor orcs. I already have negative alignment with Rudel. God damn it. I thought those were Gundabad orcs. Can I murder only the Gundabad orc? Okay, how? I think I goofed. I don't want to be an enemy of Rudel. I'm gonna only kill the orcs from Gundabad, because you're a Mordor orc. I'm gonna keep you alive for now. Trust me, I will kill you eventually. Just not right now. You're not on my priority list for murder. Man, I'm gonna have to make up that alignment somehow. Either I can't really kill Gondorians for it. Ah, beans. I might have to kill like one Rohirrim. What's my Rohan alignment like? I'm a guest. I'm a stranger in Gondor. I'll have to kill one Rohirrim to get good alignment with Rudel. Because I'm not going to kill them. I want to be neutral with them at worst. Because I'd rather not... Man, I'm sad. I goofed because I thought that was a Gundabad orc, but apparently Mordor orcs make it this east. Which is surprising. Well, not that surprising. They're... Yeah, in the wilderland. I guess if any orcs are going to be here, it'd be from Mordor, because they are the eastern faction of orcs. Gundabad orcs are pretty far away from their homeland, if I do say so myself. Although the Gundabad orcs do get around, you know? Where is a freaking horse? I would like to find one so I can make this trip a little bit less boring for you guys, instead of me just sprinting east. Well, at least we can try and find more Gundabad orcs to kill. Maybe if there's any generated structures, we can find them. I doubt it. I don't think there's any like old Arnorian stuff here, because Arnor didn't exist out here. The Wilderland is called such because, you know, it's wild. There's not a lot of cool civilizations that spawned up here. At least not to my knowledge. Also, look at these flowers. What are these? Are these irises? Black iris. These look cool. I'm going to plant some of these by my house. I like them. Still in our nature bin. Yeah, black iris. Those look dope. Alright, let's keep going. Man, such cool flowers. Yeah, there's bluebell there. Remember, did I want to do something with blue dye? I can't remember. Ah, well. Let's keep swimming. Maybe if we go... Alright, this is a kind of dull road. There are butterflies, there are birds, but maybe I'll just take this time to have a conversation with you. No, not just you, as in the collective noun you. I mean you, specifically, watching this video. Just you and me. How you liking this playthrough? You like me discovering things? Taking a journey through this mod? Have you played this mod before? If you haven't, I'd obviously suggest it, as I'm playing through it now. Maybe you could be evil. Maybe you could join the factions in a war of filth and corruption. That'd be pretty fun. Be a good source of contrast. Ooh, orc steel. Let's... I don't really need these crossbow bolts right now. Let's put this orc steel away for you, my little evil boy. Ooh! A small pouch! Yay! Alright. Let's beef up our materials and armor. Alright. This'll be... simply... material... Oh god, my typing. Materials. I am illiterate! Ooh! A mortar axe. That's even better. It's basically the same as an iron axe. It's made with orc steel. But I guess it's lucky. So if we smack someone with it, there's a chance of them dropping good stuff. Alright, let's keep going. And maybe this way. Oracle's Guide to Slashing and Smashing. I'll learn this. Every day new maggots are sent to serve Oracle, but nearly none of them know how to properly stick a blade on someone else's butt. Grr! I'll tell you, they may look like a pack of tough lads, whatever. This guy will show what weapon suits a dirty maggot like you. Okay, so this is basically a weapon tutorial. Daggers, they're good for stabbing and nothing else. Put some poison on it and they won't stand up again. Okay, you can poison daggers. Spears are good for throwing afar. That's pretty good. Pole arms, they're slow, but you can, have a good distance. Swords, pretty decent. Hammers, they're good for, I guess, armor piercing. Axes. Overstrong lads weigh them a whole lot while finding it. Not as swift as a sword, neither as slow as a hammer. Okay, so it's a good mixture. Good to know. So hammer is best for fighting armored opponents. It does the same as an axe, but it's a little bit slower. An axe has the damage of a hammer and is a little bit faster. Alright, good to know. Let's... Oh, where's my food? Oh, there's my food. Let's collect a little bit more of these black iris. I really like the look of these. Are there any other color irises? Like yellow iris or red iris? That'd be neat. Oh, the chrysanthemum also looks really sweet. Oh, I love all the plant life that the mod creators added. The most obvious one is the trees, but when you get further away from the Shire, you just notice how many friggin' flowers there are in the world. It makes getting dyes really easy. And it makes the world just feel more alive, where you're not just going through even this somewhat barren place we're in right now with these dead trees. There's still a variety of trees, and there's boulders, all kinds of grass, there are flower patches. It feels like it's still a living, breathing atmosphere, even though it's not surrounded by mobs and stuff. And I really appreciate that. I hear an orc, and I don't like that. Ooh, a butterfly. Huh. There's a boulder up there. Let's go this way. Huh. There's an Aurochs. Maybe we'll kill a few Aurochses. Yeah, I'll kill a few Aurochses for food once we get closer to Dorwinion. Or, Dorwinion, is known for its wine, I'm pretty sure. So maybe we could find some grapes there. That'd be pretty useful. Some grapes so we can make our own vineyard. Add to our growing farm, our growing estate, as it were. Yeah, it's a long road. Huh. Oh, there's more of these white... See, I knew these white Aurochses must have spawned somewhere in the east. Alright, I'm gonna kill another one of you because you just look... I don't want to say I'm gonna kill you because you're beautiful, because that is kind of toxic. I'm gonna say I'm gonna kill you because not only do I need your meat, but I feel like your meat is better than any other meat because you're so cool, and therefore will sustain me for longer, and therefore will make me have to kill less of your kind overall. There. That's going to be my logic. This freaking bird is so fast. The birds in this mod are hard to catch, like actual birds. So, that's kind of sad. I want to fill up some more bird cages. I think I can make some more bird cages, but the problem is, getting a bird in them, which is a whole other ball of wax. Anyway, time to raid another orc camp. And this one has an orc forge. I don't think we have an orc forge, but I would like one just in case we want to make some orc stuff. We can't with our alignment, obviously, but it would be nice to just have. I think that's a... Oh, interesting. That's a Dolgo door crafting table. These must be dual gold door bricks. Interesting. Surprising that there's 3 forge tens here. Maybe we could actually steal this wheat. Ah, Christ, don't know where the gate is. Let's steal this wheat, because, you know, it'll be food eventually. And we'll replant, because although we are enemies of these people, we're not total monsters. We're not going to salt the earth behind us, as we do want to reconquer this area. And therefore, the people who resettle here need to eat. And having some crops planted would be very nice. We don't use starvation in this house, alright? We are respectful. We are good soldiers who might do what it takes to win, but most likely we're going to do like the bare minimum it takes to win. That's the kind of people we are. God damn it, it was a Mordor trader. I really need to check the crafting tables before I go into these camps and slaughter everything inside. You know what? We may just have to accept that we're enemies of Rudel. Let's just accept that. Oh, Durnar. I think Durnar... So, in Mordor, they have different terrain generation. They have Mordor dirt and rock that's just bleak and fallow. There's not a lot of... there are like streams of lava in it. It's a horrible place. We should totally go there sometime. But they don't have natural ore generation, because instead of iron, they have orc steel that spawns in Mordor. And instead of coal, they have Durnar, which is a orangish ore. I think it cooks maybe like 7 items. I can't remember how many items that Durnar cooks. But it basically works like Mordor coal. You use Durnar as you would coal. You can make orc torches with 2 sticks and a piece of Durnar. You can use it as fuel in a furnace. And you can smelt Uruk steel with Durnar. Since it acts as coal, as you would alloy elven or dwarven steel with coal, with an elven or dwarven's forge, an orc forge, you would alloy iron with Durnar to make black Uruk. I think Uruk steel... I think it's black Uruk steel with Durnar, because it's Mordor. Regular Uruk steel is available to the Urukai, which we met a few episodes back, near the north of Rohan. And that just uses coal, because they're in the Urukai lands, and in Isengard. That uses coal or charcoal. But black Uruk steel, I think, requires Durnar. And then, if you go to, I think either Angmar or Minas Morgul, the Veil of Shadow, you will find another ore called Gulduril, which are these green crystals, like the sickly green glow. Like, if you've seen the Peter Jackson movies or played Shadow of War, it's that greenish glow that the city of Minas Morgul has. The Witch King's lair. I don't know where that greenish glow comes from. I don't know why it's green, but it's such a cool aesthetic. And I think you can make things out of Gulduril. And we're in Dorwinion now, lads. Cool, we made it. All right, so let's talk to some of these. I think these are men, technically women. Bruna of Dorwinion. It is through trade that men are made rich. The wine and gold must flow. The men of Dale are kin to our folk, really? You're related to the men of Dale, but you look so cool. You're like Romans or Greeks with your sort of aesthetic and your Mediterranean clothing. Alright, let's explore Dorwinion next episode. Until then, I am Left Click, and I don't know, don't listen to Noldor propaganda. The kinslaying was not justified.